Okay, the final concept in the topic of speed and velocity that you need to, be familiar with is the concept of average velocity or average speed, which is nothing different than what we have been discussing so far. It is just whenever we're talking about average velocity, we are not actually taking a velocity at a point. We actually take the velocity of the whole journey, so as an average, right? So we just take the total distance that is traveled by the if we're actually talking about average speed, we have been discussing that in speed we are actually taking the distance. So the total distance that is traveled is 10 kilometers, and the total time that something takes is the 30 minutes. So the average speed is going to be just what we have calculated here, 0.33 kilometers per minute. And the average velocity would just be simply the total displacement that actually is covered, and then you just divide it with the total time, which is 5 kilometers by 30 minutes would be actually half of 0.33, around 0.175 kilometers per minute, right? So average velocity would be that, and average speed would be this, right? So the concept is pretty simple. You just need to take the total distance divided by total time. And if, for example, you are asked to calculate the speed of something from this point to this point, then you would just simply take the total distance that was traveled in this point, and then the total time that was taken from this point to this point, and that will give you the speed or velocity of that thing from this point to this point. But if you're talking about the average velocity or speed of the whole journey, then you just simply need to take the total distance that the thing travels divided by the total time. No matter if that thing was stopped in the middle for a couple of hours or whatever, you are not interested in that. You just simply take the total time that it took from the start to the end and the total distance it traveled, and then you just divide the total distance with total time, and you get the average velocity and speed.